What if I told you a tiny spinning part in your engine can reach over 200,000 RPM, and when it fails, it can quietly destroy your entire engine in seconds? No warning lights, no loud explosion, just power loss, smoke, and then boom, thousands in repair bills. And the worst part? Most drivers completely miss the early warning signs. Turbochargers are one of the most powerful performance-boosting components in modern engines. They make small engines feel big, improve fuel efficiency, and deliver that satisfying surge of power when you press the accelerator. But like any high-speed mechanical system, turbos don't last forever. In this video, you'll learn how a turbocharger actually works in simple terms, the most common signs of turbo failure, how to diagnose a failing turbo step by step, and how to catch the problem early before it ruins your engine. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look for and possibly save yourself from a very expensive mistake. A quick reminder to subscribe, like, and share this video. Let's begin. Section 1. How a turbocharger works. Simple explanation. Let's break it down in the simplest way possible. A turbocharger is basically a small air pump powered by exhaust gas. Here's what happens. Your engine burns fuel, creates exhaust gases. That exhaust spins a turbine. The turbine is connected to a compressor. The compressor pushes more air into the engine. More air plus more fuel equals more power. It's like forcing your engine to breathe harder. But here's the catch. That turbine spins at insane speeds and depends heavily on clean oil and proper airflow. Any problem with lubrication, heat, or airflow, and things go downhill fast. Section 2. The first warning sign, loss of power. One of the earliest and most noticeable symptoms of a failing turbo is loss of power. Normally, when you press the accelerator, especially in a turbocharged car, you feel a strong push, often called boost. But when the turbo starts failing, the car feels sluggish, acceleration becomes weak, and it struggles to reach higher speeds. Real-world example? Imagine driving on a highway and trying to overtake another car, but your car just doesn't respond like it used to. You press harder, but nothing happens. That's often a sign your turbo isn't building boost properly. Why it happens? Worn turbine blades, boost leaks, and damaged compressor wheel. Section 3. Excessive exhaust smoke. This is one of the clearest signs and one you should never ignore. Different smoke colors can tell you different things. Blue smoke. This usually means oil is leaking into the combustion chamber. In a failing turbo, seals wear out, oil leaks into the intake or exhaust, gets burned, produces blue smoke. If you are liking the video so far, kindly comment, like, and share this video. Black smoke. This indicates too much fuel and not enough air. If your turbo isn't supplying enough compressed air, the engine runs rich, producing black smoke. White smoke. Less common for turbo failure, but can indicate oil or coolant issues, depending on the situation. Key takeaway. If your car suddenly starts smoking more than usual, especially under acceleration, the turbo could be the culprit. Section 4. Unusual noises. The sound of trouble. A healthy turbo is actually pretty quiet, but when it starts failing, it often becomes noisy. Listen for whining or siren noise. Sounds like a dentist drill or police siren. This usually means worn bearings, imbalanced rotating assembly. Grinding or metal-on-metal noise. This is serious. It could mean internal damage or broken components. At this point, the turbo is likely very close to total failure. Section 5. Check engine light and error codes. Modern cars are smart. When something goes wrong with the turbo system, the ECU, engine control unit, often detects it. Common issues that trigger a warning: low boost pressure, overboost condition, airflow inconsistencies. Using an OBD scanner, you might see codes related to boost pressure sensor, turbocharger performance, or air intake system. But here's the thing. A check engine light alone doesn't confirm turbo failure. It just tells you something is wrong. You still need proper diagnosis. Section 6. Oil consumption suddenly increases. Turbochargers rely heavily on engine oil for lubrication and cooling. If the turbo seals start failing, oil leaks into the intake or exhaust. The engine starts consuming oil faster. Signs to watch. You're topping up oil more often. Oil level drops quickly. Oil residue in intake pipes. If ignored, this can lead to engine damage, not just turbo failure. But here's where things get even more interesting. Sometimes your turbo can be failing without any obvious signs. No smoke, no noise, no warning lights. So how do you catch it early? That's where proper inspection and testing come in. Let's go deeper. Section 7. Inspecting the turbo physically. If you want to be sure, you need to take a closer look. Step 1. Check the intake hose. Remove the intake pipe leading to the turbo. Look for oil buildup, dirt or debris, cracks or loose connections. Step 2. Check the turbo shaft play. This is one of the most important checks. Gently move the turbo shaft. Side-to-side movement, some is normal. In and out movement, not normal. Excessive play means worn bearings. Turbo is failing. Section 8. Boost pressure test. This is a more advanced but very effective method. Using a boost gauge, check how much pressure the turbo is producing, compare it to manufacturer specifications. Low boost, potential turbo issue. But be careful. Low boost can also be caused by vacuum leaks, faulty wastegate, or intercooler leaks. So don't jump to conclusions. Always diagnose fully. Section 9. Intercooler and hose inspection. The turbo system isn't just the turbo itself. It includes intercooler, hoses, clamps. If any of these fail, you'll lose boost. Check for loose clamps, cracked hoses, oil leaks in intercooler. Sometimes the turbo is perfectly fine, but the problem is elsewhere in the system. Section 10. What causes turbo failure? Understanding the cause helps prevent future issues. 1. Poor oil quality or low oil. The #1 killer of turbochargers. No lubrication means instant damage. 2. Oil contamination. Dirty oil can damage bearings and internal parts. 3. Foreign object damage. Debris entering the turbo can destroy the blades. 4. Overheating. Excessive heat can warp components and damage seals. 5. Aggressive driving habits. Constant hard acceleration without proper cooldown can shorten turbo life. Section 11. Preventing turbo failure. Here's how to keep your turbo healthy. 1. Change oil regularly. Use high-quality oil. Let the engine warm up before hard driving. Allow cool down after long or aggressive drives. Replace air filters on time. Simple habits, but they make a huge difference. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more in-depth automotive guides that actually save you money and headaches. And if you want to learn more, check out our next video on how to detect boost leaks, because sometimes the problem isn't the turbo, it's the air escaping before it even reaches your engine. See you in the next one.